blastmusic247.com. We're changing the industry one artist at a time.
Jam in the center.
Good evening, everybody. It is Friday night, and welcome to the center. I am the Veep. Got my man Kev, Sharita, and D-Ray, the producer. What's happening, family? How are y'all doing?
I'm tired and provoked.
Got it.
I wonder why.
I don't know, because it's always it's always some Florida street reject that want to start trouble and then want to passively aggressively say, "Oh, it don't matter. It's been done
First
before."
of all, get this side of town right.
And Kev, I don't know if you got people from the South, but you know there's an old Southern saying that only a hit dog hollers.
Well, I don't care. I represent the northeast side of Greensboro, not the South. So get it right.
Last I checked, Florida Street goes north and south. Anyway, moving on.
No, it goes east and west. See, you might want to stop while you head.
Anyway, we are here in the building.
Oh gosh.
So
look, I gotta kick myself out and come back. My volume's screwed. Hold on.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and do all the bill paying so we can get this done. Mm-hmm. If you're an independent artist or spoken word poet or up and coming comedian looking for some exposure, you can go to blastmusic247.com and register for free. But Blast is also interested in the fans. So if you're a fan of great music, you too can also register at blastmusic247.com, register as an unlimited fan, and have access to hundreds of independent music. There's a QR code, scan it, and it will bring you to blastmusic247.com. We're changing the industry one artist at a time. And also, for those that don't know, we are also a part of Blast Radio 247.
Let's go.
The champion of indie music. Let me tell you, we got amazing artists all around the globe, and their music is playing there. If you have the Live 365 app, look for Blast Radio 247, or you can open up your favorite browser and put in blastradio247.com, and you will get to the audio player. So check us out. We are there live 247. Indeed. All right. Now, I'm going to bring this topic up quick, and this is for all of us to conversate. Our girl, Glow Road.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. Lord have mercy.
She got arrested for having drugs on her home. And the funny thing is, from what they said, is she wasn't even home. And she threw some family member under the bed for saying that they were in her house while she was gone. So,
what else was she supposed to do? Because look, if you are gone and somebody is using your house as a dope spot, and they don't catch you with ounces, they caught them with pounds, right? In your house.
That's wild.
You know, even those two possession charges are felonies. So we're not talking about misdemeanors. Somebody's gonna catch some time behind this,
I ain't
right?
carrying a miss for nobody.
You know what I mean?
And not Glow. Said not me.
I'm telling everybody. Sharita did it.
Not make it real time.
Shouts out to the recovery of Michael Vick. He is now going to be the first year. This is his first year as coach at Norfolk State. Shouts out to him. But a similar situation happened to him in that regard because of the fact that he had family members staying in his home who were doing things that he was unaware of, and he was away from home because he was playing football.
Yep.
And so when you think about these situations, we all want to help our family. We all want to, let our family enjoy and, reap the benefits of our successes. But at the same time, familiarity breeds contempt. Is that the term?
I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like people that's familiar with you are not going to treat you.
Yeah.
You know what? Real talk, Sharita and everybody. I saw something that Tyler Perry said a couple of days ago that, he basically was taking care of some of his family members at the behest of his mom. And when his mom passed away, he sent them all like a 60-day notice and said, y'all need to go get a job. And he had to fire one of his aunts that was working for him because like Sharita just said, you get too familiar.
Yep.
And in a perfect world, when you come up, you want everybody around you to come up. You don't want nobody to, be suffering and still having to scrape and scrap while you up there, sitting on millions. But and I'm just keep it a buck with you. Sometimes our people just don't know how to act.
You right about that.
For real.
Yeah. Unfortunate thing.
Shields about it too.
Facts.
Yep, it's an unfortunate thing. You try to help, but sometimes the best way to help is to have them help themselves. And then once they, I also heard someone else say that he always saw somebody anytime when he came up, all his friends always had like a $5,000 problem. I have $5,000. I have $5,000 this, $5,000 that, and after a while, he was like, wait a second, because at first he was helping out. After a while, he stopped answering the $5,000 problem. Guess what? They figured it out.
I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know. I hate putting our people on, under the bus or whatever.
Right.
But other cultures don't necessarily have to deal with this. And if they do, they don't have to deal with it on the degree that we have to. Because if you think about the Rockefellers, you think about the Dukes, you think about the Rothschilds and all of this Vanderbilts, all of this old money that families have been
lost all their money.
Well, yeah, but a rock, what I'm saying?
Rockefeller still has theirs. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So you think about how long they have been wealthy. How many family members have been wealthy? You think about the Bushes. You think about the Waltons that own Walmart, right?
Again, there's secrets that were withheld from the Black community.
Facts.
The use
We
of
were just talking about that.
Yeah, the use of insurance policies.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They've been milking those life insurance.
They've been killing it.
The use of the trusts. And we would always hear that phrase, trust fund baby. We didn't understand. Now we're learning, I watch a lot of brothers, specifically the brothers on EYL, which is Earn Your Leisure. And, they're educating people and we're catching up now. We're learning now because we're starting to pay attention.
We're in our middle age years learning.
But you know what?
Learning, and we should be learning this in our 20s.
But you know what though? I can't even all put it on that. I can't even put it all on that. I'm sorry. I ain't meaning to interrupt y'all. But I can't put it on. Yeah, ignorance plays some part of it. I get it. And ignorance can be fixed. But you know what else can be fixed? Laziness can be fixed too. And a lot of that has to do with plantation politics that we have yet to evolve from. And
Oh my.
the idea that our families, our beloved, just like some organizations that I'm not going to name right now, the old saying goes, they always buy what they want and beg for what they need.
Ooh.
And when you wrap your head around that, you start understanding why you can't take everybody with you.
Ooh.
That's a cold hard reality
Clarissa
right
Shields
there.
said she had to move clear across the country. She had to move clear across the country from Detroit. What was it? Flint. I'm sorry, Flint, Michigan, to Atlanta, Georgia, to escape her family and how they were treating her. And of course,
Right.
there's two sides to every story. But
Right.
I mean, if we're talking about this story and we're hearing it on different levels in different places and spaces, there has to be some type of validity to it when it occurs. And to speak on what you said about other cultures don't have this issue, we can look at Cardi B and how she's raising her children. They can talk all day about Cardi B and what she does and how she does this and what her body looks like and all of this, but she's building generational wealth.
She sure is.
She has
That
videos of
is
her
a
children
fact.
in the Dominican Republic speaking Spanish. She's raising her children in a way they're going to be bilingual by the time, not even by the time, they are bilingual and they're not even 10, and, she has her mother and her father with her. She's got family members with her enlisted certain things. And, people, I don't want to say it, but I guess I should just say it. People from other places have a greater appreciation for the freedoms that America provides. And though we are American citizens, right? Mm-hmm. What foundation did we learn off of?
You know what?
What foundation could we have learned off of? I'm talking about relative to how other people, or maybe even our African counterparts, they learn some of principles and things like that not undergirded with institutionalized thought processes.
You know what though? I will give you that. I will say that, for the most part, we always had this group of African Americans that always wanted to go back to the plantation because freedom in and of itself is responsibility. Freedom is just not this empty idea of, I can go do what I want to do. Freedom means that somebody got to go pay this light bill. Somebody got to go plow this field. Somebody got to go, milk these cows. And at the end of the day, if you're not willing to do that, then the question is it really ignorance or is it really discipline? Right? I'll give you an example. Sharita and I was just joking about Greensboro, Florida Street, and all this other stuff. I remember years ago, I was in Upward Bound. And I was in a leadership retreat and I got to meet Joe Dudley, who was the founder and president of Dudley Hair Products. Right?
Yes, good man.
Okay.
Real good guy. And we took us to his plant. And keep in mind, Joe Dudley did not finish the 3rd grade.
Wow.
Right? And became a multi-millionaire with all natural hair products. But anyway, so we tour the plant, and then they decide, hey, you guys want to go see our house? It was like, absolutely, we want to go see your house, because a lot of us had never seen a mansion before. His kids had their own floor. Let me repeat that. They didn't have their own bedroom. They had their own floor. Now, each floor had a kitchen, a bathroom, and a couple of bedrooms.
It was a house on itself.
It was a house in and of itself. Now, the kicker was all his kids had to work. All his kids had to work in. You had to pick a lane with the family business.
Yep.
And nobody was sitting at the house. You know what I mean? And
no handouts.
No handouts. But the thing is, it's like, if you have a head start, how far can you go? But some people don't even want the head start. They just want to run through the tape without the work.
Go.
Exactly.
That's a fact.
You know, I don't agree with a lot of the things that Jay-Z does, but that's not my, that's who cares what I think? That's his life. But I'm saying one of the things that I've heard him say that I can't agree upon is he don't give his family members, he just don't give nobody money.
Right.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Good.
So let me go on and pivot to another direction. Our man, Smokey Robinson, he is right now facing a new sexual battery allegation as the 5th woman files a police report. Earlier this year, Smokey Robinson was sued by 4 of his former housekeepers. Man, it is crazy how these people are being targeted, especially those who are up in age, man.
I'm not going to say they're targeted, but what I am going to say, it's a different time. The way that men in Smokey Robinson's era pursued a woman would get you an assault charge today.
Understood.
And
this is cancel culture, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And a failure to evolve, a failure to pivot will get you where Bill Cosby's at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
at one time this stuff was acceptable, and now that they see that it's not, it's like, oh my gosh, I was dealt with in this.
And let's keep it real. Smokey Robinson is not broke. Most people don't really realize Smokey Robinson wrote a lot of the early Motown stuff.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? So you're talking about a catalog.
He's working double time. They got his wife in the lawsuit too.
Right. And so, crazy. It's easy to get yourself in those positions when you don't realize that times have changed and you need to evolve. So, good luck to him on that.
Yeah. The thing is, you get pinned up, maybe saying something, and then they're kikiing because you are who you are, and you may not. I guess having a sense of discipline or whatever is a thing that would also aid in the situation, and also you can't even say like a place where you have like a trust recourse, because it could have been, we don't know what it is. It could have been something heinous. It could have been something just sort of kind of simple, and now it's taken as something bad. I don't know. They said their cases. I haven't read anything about what it is, but just to me right now, it just seems just very. It's hard for me to. It's like one thing after the other. First, of course, Diddy. He is the the huge pink elephant in the room, and then Busby comes after Jigga. Jigga returns.
That's the name I was going to say.
Huh?
That's the name I was going to say. I was going to say, do we know if the attorney for the women who are accusatory against Smokey Robinson, his wife, is their attorney, Tony Busby?
Busby. I'm not sure. But again, unfortunately, I'm not sure if we were headed towards Shannon, but of course now he had to settle possibly $20 million.
But think about that.
That was Busby on that one.
Right. Ain't that the goal though? Because good and well that Smokey don't want that to go to trial. Just like Shannon didn't want that to go to trial.
Yep.
And so if you got somebody that that's worth Smokey Robinson might be worth about $3-4 easy. Right.
And somebody's telling him you don't want this to go to trial like other guys.
Yep. So you're gonna cut that check for 10, 15 and keep it moving.
Yep. You might burn through 100 just to keep his name if you're dealing with 4 to 5 people.
Right.
20, 25 a pop, and then give or take.
And that's horrible to think about that. And it's also horrible if in fact these women were assaulted. Yeah. Because I would never condone.
It's a lose-lose situation.
It really is.
But unlike the situation with Shannon Sharp, she wasn't vilified. She tried to turn it around. And Shannon Sharp, I Of course, I don't know what happened in their life or nothing like that.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I
But,
read
I mean,
that.
Yeah.
Him and the girl, they were involved in certain ways, and maybe that play went too far or something to that effect. I mean,
Yeah.
to the point for them to dismiss it with prejudice.
Basically, what it was that there were some things that Shannon Sharp liked to do that apparently this young woman would allow from time to time.
Yeah.
And the one time that I guess
She wasn't down.
she wasn't down for it, he was. And that's where all this came from. And ironically, North Carolina just got rid of the law. And I think it was the last state in the union that if you are engaged in the act, once you've started, a woman can't say stop.
Yeah.
Wow.
They were the first one. They were the last one to get rid of that.
Yeah, North Carolina was the last one to get rid of that. So there have been numerous times that a woman might have changed her
Has been violated.
right, might have changed her mind, and in the state of North Carolina, once you start it, that's it. And
Wow.
and so people just got to be careful, and you got to be mindful of other people because you just never know, man. You never know.
Say no to your husband here. You can't say no to your husband.
Right? Yeah, you still can't say no to your husband. But then again,
You can't
In
say no
North
to your
Carolina.
yeah.
If you're married,
So you could be great. I like the way somebody else put that the other day, so I'm taking it. Thanks, Joe Budden.
Oh, well, I mean, if
You
we're
can
going
be
to
great.
North Carolina law, because I hope we change the subject real quick.
That's wow.
But technically, in the state of North Carolina, y'all ready?
Uh-huh.
Any sexual act that is beyond missionary is illegal in the state of North Carolina.
Wow.
correct.
That is on the book.
It's really the Handmaid's Tale right over there.
It is really on the books that anything other than missionary is against the law in the state of North Carolina.
Oh my.
Mind your old daggone business. Why people bedrooms? Who cares?
The old
I think-
North.
Moving on.
Yeah. Like D-Ray says, moving on.
Moving on.
There are people bedroom. That's all.
So check this out. I thought this was pretty interesting. Spike Lee and Denzel are back again with a new movie that's
Yes,
called
I can't
Highest
wait.
to Lowest. This
Can't
actually is
wait.
going to be in theaters August the 15th, but it will be streaming September 5.
Love it.
I
I
can't.
can't wait to see that.
That Rocky is in this, and he's actually getting a chance to act.
And this is a English language reinterpretation of a Akira Kurosawa 1963 Japanese film, High and Low.
Hmm.
So this is going to be interesting.
I want to say I've seen that somewhere.
And this is Denzel's last movie, I think.
I could believe it.
Yeah.
My man.
I think Black Panther might be his last movie, but yeah.
Yeah.
He's actually in that? I thought that was hype.
Oh no,
No,
that's official.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Not- You
Okay.
still don't know what role he's playing, but yeah, he's definitely in there.
And continuing on with movies, I actually got to see the Fantastic
You know,
Four
this is
today,
what they say that-
You have to jump out and see it.
and I am going to tell you straight up, Marvel did it right.
They got it.
This movie,
Relief.
let me tell you, this movie, me and my boy Jose was like, we were like little kids again because the
Aw.
visual CGI was so like flawless, like it almost looked that real.
Yeah.
And the effects, the actors. I know they give my man Pedro a whole bunch of grief because this dude is in everything, but him being Reed Richards, I was sold. I was sold. So the cast in itself was great. Johnny Storm, Ben Grimm, Sue Richards, all of them.
Nailed.
They got it nailed. They got it nailed.
Cool, baby.
And I am not going to spoil it for you. Take your family. It was a treat. I wish I saw it in 3D because the effects were coming off. I'm talking. They opened up we about to put the budget into this. So
I might
bravo.
have to Uber an extra 5 hours tomorrow to go see that.
You know,
Get the matinee. Get the matinee.
Okay,
Man.
extra 3 hours to go see the matinee.
You know, Sharita, those days is gone. Family. I'm with my homeboy, Jose, and he has his 2 little girls. Do you know that the child's ticket is the same cost as the adult tickets?
They don't care no more.
They don't care.
They don't care.
A seat is a seat. A seat is a seat.
And we were there like we went there at 10:30 in the morning. So
I got a family of 4, and when my stepdaughter's here, family of 5. It is a smooth $80 to get us into the movies.
And
And
that's
we just
including
talking
snacks.
about. No, you're talking about.
And me and Jose, if we actually, get the popcorn, the drink,
Oh,
I was
and
about
my
to say
juju,
that.
it's a wrap.
that's
No
$50.
snacks.
I went I have T-Mobile, and they drop certain movies at T-Mobile
on
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
I saw because I missed a lot of the movies. I think I saw 2 of them. I took my niece's husband to see F1. $10 tickets. How did I spend $70?
Yikes!
Concessions.
Yeah,
I'm like, what the heck? Why is popcorn $25?
Yo,
Popcorn.
that's some tasty.
might as well call it gold corn.
Y'all gotta go see the movies with Jose Della here.
I'm like,
Hey,
they got
look,
Don't show you how to get
because they know they're gonna win on the concessions.
Hey, we all family. I'm gonna tell y'all. Back in the day, I would turn my nose up at somebody trying to sneak a snack into the movie theaters. Now, we gotta leave 15 minutes early so we can go buy the dollar.
You know,
There it is, Dollar Tree right around the corner.
Dollar Tree right up the street.
And everybody wear big pockets or a jacket, please,
Hey,
so everybody can bring their snacks in.
And I
They're gonna
feel
start
like-
patting down.
In the
2027,
movie
they gonna
theater.
figure it out.
they gonna get
ready, though.
socked in the eye too.
because you know the food is like gourmet now. They having like all kind of gourmet stuff at the movie theaters now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could get filet mignon and lobster macaroni and cheese. It should.
I
Dang.
don't want none of that.
And they come bringing it. Yes, madam. Here's your popcorn. Here's your macaroni and cheese. It's like, bro,
Nah, that's a fact. Cause me and my boy and his girls, they had wings. He had the buffalo. I had the hot
Wings.
dog, the foot long hot dog, and everything with fries. Oh yeah,
Look,
I'm
we
thinking
had,
they had the impossible. They had the impossible nuggets.
impossible.
What?
Veggie nugget.
They had the impossible nuggets at AMC.
That's a whole nother level of bougie right there.
Only
No, real
kind of
talk,
meat
we had
you
a
could get in the movie theater when we was growing up was Slim Jims.
We had a
What?
studio
Now-
girl in Charlotte, in downtown Charlotte, at the Epicenter before people messed that up.
Yep.
But yeah, you can have a burger, have a drink, and,
Yep.
and we sit down or whatever.
Have a
That's
beer.
all well and good until you realize you done spent $150
Easy.
easy.
That
No
right
blinking.
That right there is crazy.
No blink. Don't go to the movie theater hungry.
Hell no.
Got him.
Exactly.
You don't even have to be hungry. That's the bad part.
Fact.
No,
You
because
want a
then,
little
so like,
snack.
and then like
Those
you,
does is $15.
right, real talk. Movie popcorn is supposed to be the best popcorn, and if it's a
Supposed to
good movie, you want your popcorn.
Yeah, you do.
You know what I
Can't be
mean?
on rotation.
They got it. It's
You gotta have it, and they know it.
fill it halfway, please. All right, cool.
That's
Right.
Fill that up. All right.
I
Like
want
a
to
little
know whose
cracker.
rule that became. Whose rule was that?
What?
They got
Put
it.
in the popcorn, the butter in the middle.
Popcorn has to be a movie is not a movie without
Really?
popcorn.
Not
It's brilliant, man. They got
it's
us.
brilliant. They got it because it's in your DNA now.
And the smell of it, they know, man. They have those olfactory scientists, and they working it, man. They got us jacked up.
Fact.
Hey, has anyone had a chance to listen to Smith and Wesson's new album?
No.
I have not.
Yeah,
Is it fire?
love it.
Okay.
That's dope. I'm surprised that we haven't talked about that. Now, is it me or the old heads kicking the YG's backs in?
The old heads
Yeah.
are kicking butt, kicking names right.
Yeah.
They kicking a whole backs in.
Yeah. Because just like what old boy
I'm
said,
telling you, that Smith and Wesson album is everything, y'all.
It is.
Just
What'd
like
you
what
say?
Pusha T said, you know,
Like that.
I'm a fan, but some of this stuff ain't hip hop that we calling hip hop.
No.
And the real is coming through. So
That part.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
So yeah, the old schools just letting them know how it's supposed to be done. I agree.
But real talk though.
I have to hear Ghostface. I haven't heard it yet.
Yeah, real talk.
Mm-hmm.
That has how the rest of the world has always been. America is just catching up because hip hop artists, you know, from Run DMC to Public Enemy, can still go to like Germany, go to Japan, go to South Africa, sell out
and play sway.
Right. You know, so America's just not catching up, which is dope.
Have y'all heard Public Enemy's new album?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't even know they had it out.
Yes.
I thought I put it in the chat.
Yeah.
I put it in the chat. It's fire.
Okay.
It is.
Flavor's going off.
Yeah, he was.
I'm sorry, man. He had some of the best bars. I was like, I didn't know Flav could rap. Like, I knew he could rap. Okay, but I didn't know he was, man, I like some of it. So he was doing, I was like, go ahead.
Flav was holding it in until it was his time to shine.
And we really didn't talk about the Clips album either, y'all.
Oh yeah, now that song I heard from the Clips, crazy.
The album itself,
bars
is like.
All right, I'm gonna check the album. So For Real produced the beats again.
Oh, did he?
For Real produced the whole album.
Yeah,
dude, he marinated. They were in Paris.
They was in oak barrels. Those beats were in oak barrels for a decade.
Yeah.
Let them marinate.
Nothing old. Everything was right there too.
Uncle
right,
Ernest.
Am I right, D-Ray?
Yeah. Facts.
My God.
I tell you what.
I'm not even gonna front.
Tell you what, I would actually like to hear more about that.
The switch that he did with Nas, on the joint with Nas. Oh my God.
Hold that thought. Hold that thought. We're gonna come back and talk about the Clips because I do want to hear more about it. But I want to go ahead and drop our way back track for the day, or the night. This right here was selected by my man Kev. So let's check it out.
All right.
Obsolete is the punk that talk more junk than Sarah sales. I jet propel at a rate that complicate the mental state as they invade the masquerade. They couldn't fade with the clipper blade. 10 years in the trade is not enough, you can't cut it. I let you take a swing and you butt it for an easy out. I leave him seized with doubt of exceeding. My name is Booty Brown and I'm proceeding, leading. They try to follow but they shallow and hollow. I can see right through them like an empty 40 bottle of OE. They have no key or no clue to the game at all. Now they washed up, hung out the dry, standing looking stupid, wondering why. Why, man? It was the fame that they tried to get. Now they walking around talking about represent and keep it real. But I got to appeal, cause they existed in the fantasy when holding it still.
Rockabye, baby. Listen to your heartbeat pumping to a fine ravine of all things. It's the vein of a shrine. Or missions impossible or possible, cause I'm headed for a new sector 365. Days from now, I'll wipe the sweat from my eyes. And each and every tree will stick or fall from the skies of my cloud nine. From homies all the way to 6, no matter how fine. Controlling it, this rolling way to wreck a proud mind. You hold it in your hands and watch a man start crying. Tear after tear in the puppet man's hands. Every time you take a stance, you do the puppet man's dance. And the world's at a standstill. Deep in broken Mansville, trapped in the moat with an anvil still. Killing yourself and dogging your help. You ain't amphibious, so grab a hold of yourself.
But through my will, my flow still will spill. Toxic, slip to shock, sick like electrocute. When I execute acutely over the rhythm on those that pollute. Extra dosages is what I gotta give them. Got 'em mad and trembling, cause I've been up in my lab assembling missiles to bomb I'm the enemy, because they envy me in the making of my mad currency. Currently, I think we're in the state of an emergency, cause niggas done sold they souls and now they souls is hollow. And I think they can't follow, they can't swallow the truth because it hurts. This is how I put it down, this is my earth, my turf. The worth of my birth is $1 billion, and you know what time it is, I'm gonna make $1 million. Yeah, you know what time is it? Yeah, you know what time is it? Yeah, you know what time is it? Yeah, you know what time.
We all like to welcome you here to this swift flight. Now entering 50,000 feet. Get you higher than the sky. All day and all night. You have to enjoy the ride. You've got to enjoy the ride now. This is gonna last at least 5 minutes of your time. But the whole
Man, the Far Side is so creative, man.
It's like one of my
underrated.
That's like one of my favorite videos ever.
That makes me sad because number one, you got to realize how long ago that was.
1997.
And how fly that is.
Yeah,
It's still
2 years old. Listen, this album that song is on, Lab Cabin, California, is a must listen.
right.
Like if you're cleaning up your house or washing your car on a Sunday, listen to it from beginning to end. And there's some other groups like Pacific Division and Blue and Exile that are really great West Coast groups, and not to mention Souls of Mischief. But like
J5.
that album is in my top 20. Lab Cabin, California. Because the meaning of this album is so well put together. I think somebody, what's your word about an album? What's the word? Cohesive. That's your word, D-Ray.
Yep.
It's a cohesive project.
Yep.
You wouldn't think so, but it is.
And I gotta second that because that's the kind of hip hop that I love. I don't care what setting that you're doing. You can be getting intimate, you could be cleaning your house, you could just be chilling. That can be playing anywhere. That's universal. And so
The whole album.
that's the kind of hip hop I miss.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yes.
All right, y'all. So let's talk a little bit more about the Far Side. What makes this? Let me ask you this, because this would be their sophomore album,
Second
right?
studio.
Yeah,
Second
so
studio album,
like-
yeah.
Which album
The first
was
was
better?
good.
You like the
Lab
first?
Cabin, California. Because Bizarre Ride was it's like, I'm sorry, Troy, I just get excited
good.
about them.
You're good. Go ahead.
Like Bizarre Ride to the Far Side. Like I think everybody's first album is gonna be their eye catcher, their, like Slim Shady's I Am Slim Shady. That was that, and it sounded like it sounded. It got everyone's attention. But when he did the Marshall Mathers EP, and then the other albums to precede that, you get to see the artists have got your attention, so I really can get closer to me. Ready to Die was excellent, but Life After Death, the double album. So when I say the second album, the sophomore album to me, and I mean, we could even talk about this on a whole nother show and take an hour and really talk about artists that we love and their sophomore albums. This sophomore album for them made me feel like they were trying to make a point. That they're not some silly rap group off the West Coast. There's a lot of meat in this album. That's why I implore y'all to listen to it.
Okay.
They're talking about life and death and God and all kinds of things on this album.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna follow that up because that was brilliant, Sharita. Before Far Side, my favorite West Coast group was Digital Underground, right? And, straight out of Oakland. And so I felt like Far Side was just kind of that. What I described then was like that backpack hip hop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Them kids, right? But this second album, by the time the second album dropped, we were knee deep in East Coast, West Coast. We were caught up, and I think a lot for me, because of that East Coast, West Coast thing, I shied away from a lot of hip hop because I didn't want to be involved in that. So I kind of missed this second
Have to
album.
mentally pick a side, yeah.
Right. You know, and so but going back and listening to it, it kind of puts me in the same mind as Academics, which that's one of my favorite hip hop tracks of all time. You'll never know.
Yeah.
It kind of puts me in that cerebral kind of state that, like, you know, it's almost like studying. So yeah, shout out to them on that, man.
No doubt. Also, I want to give shout out to my man DJ Sugar Shack. He's in the comments. What's happening, my brother? It's good to see you.
Yeah. Sugar Shack is responsible for me losing an additional 10 pounds at the artist block
this weekend.
Because who decides to play reggae and hip hop when the air conditioner is broke?
All I know is he was killing it with the reggae.
He was
oh my God.
killing it.
Vibes Cartel.
I loved it.
Killing it.
Loved it. Appreciate you, Sugar Shack.
And look, and Sugar Shack didn't realize that, and this is an inside joke for the people that was there. The blast drink was apparently air conditioned activated. Because by the time I was saying goodbye to everybody I was in my wife's car and we were leaving.
Said it best, bruh. Stop.
Look, hold on. By the time, and Sugar Shack was like, "Hey, bro, goodbye." It's like, I waved, but I really couldn't see him that well because that blast had
kicked in.
Carla said
when
the same
air
thing.
conditioner hit me, it kicked in.
Carla said the same thing. To let AC hit her is when it hit her. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, it's like, what?
Now, what was funny is like they turned off the lights to just make it, you know, certain ambiance within there. And D-Ray was on blast number 2. I swear this dude was trying to see through the dark.
Hey, I could. It was giving me superpowers. And look, and then I think right around blast cup number 4, I had realized that I probably had made a horrible mistake.
Oh, jeez.
Not blast 4.
Number 4.
It's like straight up, we're about to go.
I know for a fact that I closed my eyes. We were still in Greensboro. I opened my eyes. My wife is pulling in our driveway.
Dang.
45
You
minutes away.
You blasted. Everybody got blasted.
Yeah.
We got blasted.
She didn't drive as fast.
You were translated.
Hey, she didn't drive as fast as Ghost Rider. But
we got home in one piece.
Before we land the plane, I wanted to say, De La Soul dropped a visual for Rock Cocaine Flow in honor of the grind dates. What is it? It's not 30. Is it 30 years?
I think so.
Grind date can't be 30 years old, man. Somebody fact check me.
I think it is.
It's not 20. It can't. It gotta be. It can't be
gotta
30.
Be 30.
Dang.
Yeah.
Tell me, is it 30?
I gotta look it up because I don't know.
Oh, but Rock Cocaine Flow was a joint they did on that album with MF Doom, which who has passed away, of course, and Dave the Dove also passed away. Plug 2, but they did the video with these guys in it, and they did it with AI, intelligence or whatever, CGI. Is CGI something that they do in music videos, or is that strictly for theater, Troy?
No, it's in
You do both.
video too.
They do it wherever they want.
That album Grind Date is 21 years old.
Okay.
Wow.
So the video is out. Make sure y'all old heads, old school hip hop heads, whatever you want to call yourselves, check that out. Run up those numbers, the streams for our brothers Mace, and Pasta News. Shoot, they got De La Soul music in the Target commercial. I said, go ahead and get that money now.
Yeah, I
Y'all,
did see that the other day.
Y'all,
They try to
got
bring us
your-
back in, huh?
got your stuff
Sorry.
now, so they can get you now.
All right,
No.
real
So
quick.
yeah,
Also, I'm going to get this in because Sharita has been wanting to talk about this for the past couple of weeks. I'm going to start this by saying,
thank you, D.
yeah, look, I'm going to set up a hypothetical situation. I'm a producer, and I want to sign Kev and V to my label.
Mm.
Now, I don't have no money, and they ain't got no money for studio time, right? So what I'm gonna tell them is, I'm gonna give you a deal that I'm speculating that the value of this partnership is going to pay off at a future date. Hence the term, what is known as the spec deal. The spec deal is the spec deal is when you enter into an agreement with a producer, and for more than normal, so your studio time might be inflated. You might have to give up some of your publishing, and in some cases, all of your publishing, for the opportunity to put studio time on account, to put a lot of things on account, and then that stuff is recouped at a later date. But what winds up happening is ownership of your work does not revert back to you because you didn't have an agreement with the record company. You had an agreement with the producer.
Ooh.
What's the matter?
I said all of that to say
Why
that is
you
why
want to
Salt
mess?
Pepper can't get their master. If you go back and you look at their early hits, you go back and look at Tramp, which they had to give all of the publishing away to Tramp because that was a blues singer. Yeah, right.
Shoot.
Look at Push It. They had to split that with the guy that was in the band The Kinks and Herbie. They had to split ownership and songwriter credit for that.
Wow.
You look at any of their big hits, their names are nowhere on the songwriter credit. Why?
Do they not know that?
I'm pretty sure they ignored it because you got to look at it like this. When you are a starving artist, you don't ever read the fine print.
Apparently.
Especially back then. You don't read the fine print.
You're just excited.
And you're just excited to be on. And somebody might throw you a couple of $100 or a couple of $1,000. And now you're on. You don't really realize that it's not a sprint, it's a marathon.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are some 30, almost 40 years later. Their early catalog is still generating thousands and thousands of dollars every year that goes to Herbie and the record company.
Probably millions,
right? It's going to go to them. And it's never
You know what? Is this a similar situation? I know you saw this because you pay attention as much as I do. Mm-hmm. So is this the same type situation that happened to Kirk Franklin and This Is Why We Sing?
Absolutely.
He was talking about, let me hit you guys to the script. Like, he didn't get paid his publishing or his intellectual property for any of those songs that he did, guys, not until Take Me to the King with Pamela Mann.
Right. That is crazy.
And so you got to look
that's
at
that's the first one that got all. Of course, he said he got songwriting credits for the other ones, but IP, the intellectual property, is what you want. That's the meat. And he did not have rights to none of it.
Right. So if you look at it like this, songwriter royalty would be like somebody breaking 100 and giving you 20. Mm-hmm. Publisher credit is I got the 100.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And what Kirk Franklin did, and they didn't know, once again, because the record company that they were signed to took their publishing, and they really didn't know what publishing was. Mm-hmm. They didn't really know.
They just knew they wanted to sing.
Right. And at that time, you know, because once again, if you're not reading the fine print and you don't know what you're signing, you also don't know that the medium might change in the next few years.
Mhm.
So does the deal cover digital? Does the deal cover streaming? Did the deal just cover 8 tracks and not
They
CD?
cover 8-track cassettes and records.
You know what I mean? And so
Outdated records.
Got him.
And so at the end of the day, like I think it was a few years ago, there was a rapper from North Carolina, from the Triad, that turned Melodies from Heaven into a stripper song.
I think I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
It's crazy.
and at the time, I was like, well, you know, gospel has tried to take things from hip hop for so long. I guess hip hop is trying to take some of the stuff back, right? But
I wondered why nobody cared.
Right, Kurt Franklin had no control over that. Because at the end of the day, if you don't own your publishing, then there's a corporation that all they care about is if it's going to make money.
How much money you'll make?
Right.
And so
get money.
Right. And so you're going to get a check in the mail. And, you know, he got paid off of that. You're going to get a check in the mail. But do you really want your art to be associated with that? Probably not.
Right.
Wow.
And
that's an eye opener.
Yeah, and just like I said, reading the fine print, we discovered about a week or so ago that a lot of us producers and a lot of us content creators, we use WeTransfer when we're sending giant files to people.
Yep.
You know, so if we're sending, like for me, if I'm sending sessions, not just a track, but I'm sending the entire session for someone that they can go into a studio and do. I have used WeTransfer in the past, and it just so happens I was reading the fine print, because that's what I do. They had new terms of agreement that in order to use their service, you had to agree to allow your work to train their AI. Well, hold on a minute. Wait. You mean to tell me? More. Yeah, you mean to tell me, Jesus, take the wheel. Fact.
Take the wheel, Jesus.
Yeah, you mean to tell me that
that's what Jose said.
Yeah.
That you mean to tell me that all of the work that I'm using on WeTransfer now is training their AI to wherein at some point they can kick out something that I might have been I might have inspired, and I will never know where it came from.
Right.
Did you hear about the win LeBron had? The win that he had. Apparently, there were people been, of course, doing little memes and little videos with LeBron James.
Right.
And he came heavy with the lawyers against the company that was doing it, and they pulled every human representative off of there. So now they just have cartoon stuff. Now the guy was like, a young white kid. He was like, "Don't come after me, LeBron. Don't come after me." but that's a win. That's a win for us, especially with that.
Right.
We can take that and then move it into the music.
Right.
That will be nice. You know, I think the laws, of course, you know, when people create stuff, then the laws come after, because AI, this portion of AI is new, where it is ridiculously, they can take my image, your image, Sharita's image, Beep's image, and make it into whatever, make us say stuff to sell the products and all that type of stuff.
It's a cartoon faces.
But it's deeper than that though for me, because I have even tried this. Like there's some AI production things that I have tried that I can type in what I want and it'll spit out stems that I can use in my production. Right. Now it gets deeper. I have typed in my own name in the AI and said, produce me a track like the Divine Favor Project, produced by D-Ray the producer. And it kicks out something that it sounds like I wrote.
That's wild.
Real talk.
If they're really scrubbing deep.
Real talk.
Is you know, figuring out how to protect your stuff from the scrub of the, you know, of these entities.
Right. And so what that program does is not just the work that has been released through a distributor. It looks on YouTube, it looks on SoundCloud, it looks on Facebook.
Man.
It has access because unknowingly, everybody that uses Facebook Messenger has given Meta permission for the AI to come in and monitor your messages, right?
Which is wild.
So if you're sharing music, sharing tracks, sharing scripts, all of that stuff can be fed into an AI that can essentially kick out art that was based on you that you'll never know.
I got 2 questions. So if I have it on Google Keep or Google Drive, is that safe or no?
No. Because because all of them are doing it.
So that's good enough for me. No. And then so basically, if I utilize, Record Union, that's who I distribute through. And so if I distribute through Record Union, but then I type in the AI, write me a poem that's based on Sharita C.W. Dela Cruz or Sharita C. Williams, that's other stuff I've done. It will literally write a poem similar to what I've written.
Yes.
Jesus.
Like
artificial
you know what? Just for
artificial
giggles.
plagiarism.
Hold on, just for giggles. I'm gonna put
it's AI.
Hold on. I'm gonna create a poem that is similar to something that Sharita De La Cruz may have written. And I'm gonna see what it kicks out.
He's typing.
Just let's see. Oh wow. Oh wow.
Done already?
The name of the poem it just kicked out. I bloomed in spite of it.
Ooh,
I was born from the hush between drum beats, brown sugar dust wrapped in lullabies and leftover prayers. The moons whispered my name before my mother ever did, and even then it rolled slow like honey on a tired tongue. Real talk?
My mama.
It sounds like something you would do.
I wrote it. It sounds like I wrote it.
Yeah, and I just did this in AI.
That's crazy.
I'm about to put this. I'm about to put it in our group chat.
That's
wow.
wild.
Now, before we land the plane, there was one more thing I wanted to add onto where D-Ray was kind of into. Now, I know that is it YouTube and other
I love her.
sites are removing AI generated videos. Is that correct, D-Ray?
Yep.
Now, does that include the music, or is it just those that are making money from like YouTube and stuff like that?
What it is it includes the music, and basically it is if the algorithm can detect that there is nothing original about the music, and what a lot of the AI programs are doing now, they're leaving.
Jose is mind blown.
Jose's going ham. And it's real talk. I put it in the chat. But a lot of what the AI programs are doing now, they're putting markers on what the output is, right? So when they put those digital markers on, the other platforms can see that digital marker and know this was all AI generated.
Wow.
And so they're doing this now in an effort to not have to pay people for AI generated art. Right. And so if you are a creative person, you know how to use AI to wherein AI doesn't necessarily, it won't know that I got it from AI, because I can, if it gives me a stem, like let's say I put in create a hip hop chord progression that is based off of 1992 to 1995 boom bap hip hop, right? It's gonna kick out a chord progression and it'll tell me what the notes are. Now I'm a musician. I go play that. You know what I mean? I'm not going to use what it kicked out. I can use that idea and go play it. Now you'll never know because that's not AI that I'm releasing, but if it was AI where I got the idea from.
AI assistant.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is a smart way to do it.
That's what people have been doing for years, like what Prince, what Questlove, what a lot of producer musicians would do to get around sampling. You take the sample and you play it as opposed to sampling it. Prince used to do that all the time. And, because now it's not a sample, according to copyright law, it's a derivative work. That's different. That's different criteria.
Wow. This has been a great show. We learned a lot in these 1 hour.
Bible wisdom can bring sadness.
You know what though? It can and it can't, because at the end of the day,
ignorance is bliss. The Bible doesn't say that. True. That is something I heard in worldliness. Ignorance is bliss, but I know in the Bible it says, when you know something, it makes you sad because it just lets you know the plight of the world and the trivialities and things that are going on. Like I'm not disheartened, but it makes me feel like I need to go back to pen and paper if I really want some privacy.
Or just use a storage that's offline, so it's not connected.
Or use a flash drive and make sure that you're not connected to the internet when you're transferring your files. And old school things that they used to teach us back in audio class is like technically if you are using Pro Tools or if you're using Logic or Cubase or even Fruity Loops, the computer is not supposed to be connected to the internet. For privacy reasons. It ain't safe. All right. So a lot of it has to do with understanding the technology, understanding where we are. And for me, I'm not really worried about it because if you don't know how to program AI, you ain't got nothing to worry about.
Right.
That right there.
So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, family, this has been a great hour. Man.
I'm gonna get shots. I'm going over here.
And you know what though? I know we gotta go. But you know what's crazy? I look at AI like an opportunity. Like
it is.
I don't know how many of y'all play instruments, right?
It's been a while.
I know, Sharita, you fiddle around. And Veep, you might fiddle around. You could go into ChatGPT and say, hey, create a daily lesson plan to teach me how to play a bass guitar and make it that a sixth grader can understand it.
That's true.
It will kick out a whole handbook for you to teach you how to play an instrument or to teach you how to do stuff. And for me, I look at it like how if we go back to the old Star Trek episodes, Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, when they said computer, then such and such and such and such, right?
Same thing.
It didn't mean that the computer was thinking for them. It meant that they were using that computer as a tool to help evolve their own knowledge. And that's how I look at it.
Yeah.
That's what Veep tells me all the time.
I told her chat GPT and all those things. It's just a tool. It's something to help you save some of your brain cells of trying to do everything yourself.
Right.
So it's there to use, to help make things easier for you, basically. To work smarter and not harder.
But there are going to always be people that's going to want something for nothing. There are going to always be people that are going to try to pick the path of least resistance. And they're going to be there, but also they're going to always be creative people. They're going to always be people that won't need the AI. I happen to be one of them. So I'm thankful.
Some of those
rate of
pirates
speed that is going to go at though.
Say that again.
The rate of speed. You literally in less than 30 seconds had a whole poem written out.
Facts.
Yeah.
I know, but I want to.
Okay, if you add the time it took you to prompt that, 2 minutes. 2 minutes?
No, I prompted it in less than 30 seconds.
Less than 30 seconds.
Yeah. But then again, I know how to prompt. You know what I mean?
And
so,
I'm absolutely flattered. I'm a little bit flattered that it sounds so good. And AI thought it was, in likeness of me. That's dope.
Right. And it can go and find you and do a music review on something that you've released and describe your own music better than you can. So, but
Sway's job's going to be over.
But it's never going to replace
the authentic.
What a friend of mine referred to as the sing for your supper skill. Like right now, somebody deport us and we are in downtown Baghdad. Do we have the skills to eat that night without having to resort to crime? Right? Can you grab a garbage can and an old stick and make a beat? Can you pick up an instrument and make a melody? Can you do something? Do you have that kind of skill that you can draw, that you can paint, or you can do stand up? I don't care how much AI evolves, it'll never get to that point where I can do something without electricity. I could do something without the internet. I could do something without something digital. Real means real.
Facts.
All right, y'all. So listen, we appreciate everybody hanging out with us. Yes, we came back after a great event over this weekend where D-Ray, Sharita, myself, we finally got to meet face to face, and it was awesome. And it won't be the last, because one of the things we say to anybody who's a part of this show, you come in as a guest, but you leave as family. We already knew from that time that we arrived in North Carolina. When I left, it was just like family was just going home. That's basically it. And I'm gonna tell you, it was a great feeling to be there and to kick it with my peoples. And the laughter, the enjoying of great music. Shout out to DJ Sugar Shack, and just being a family together, listening to music and laughing. It was wonderful. I would never tell anyone not to experience that, because that was one of the greatest moments for the company as well as me individually, to finally see that. And it's only going to get better. I'm sorry, it's only going to get better. But then that goes back to what we were saying about the real. I'm sorry, Sharita. That goes back to what we were saying about the real, because blast music has real people that are real artists, right? And we had people that were driving 3 and 4 hours to get there. Yep. And they got there and they still performed and they still did hella good job. Yeah. Shout out to my man Hakeem. Hakeem. Shout out Chris
to
White. Yeah.
Shout out to Sharita. Shout out to Deshaun. Shout out to Carla. Yeah. Shout out to Raven. Shout out. I miss Raven. Nino Santana was the young brother, which is Jose's kid, and the other one was BDBM or something like that. I didn't know them, but they had a good sound.
I have to say the whole thing. Bend Down came up. That's Crazy Entertainment.
I like that.
I like that. But yeah, man, and it's only looking up from here. Next time y'all see that blast is in your city, you might want to come out, because you never know what's going to be there. Word, Jose. No bots over here. Hey, that's going to be the next T-shirt right there. I was going to say that's a shirt. Blast. No bots over here. No bots over here.
We're here.
No bots. Wow.
He's ready for Orlando. He's in Texas, Orlando. It don't matter.
Hey, Orlando, man. Forget Texas.
Let's go to Orlando next. Kevin and Mike.
Yeah.
And shout out to Mike Precise. I saw that he did a performance at his church last night.
That was fire.
It was good. I really wanted him on tonight so I could congratulate him, because he did his thing with the kids.
Who woke up to cracking, man?
I don't know, man. He got all this talent and whatnot rubbing on him, man. He couldn't help it. It just like the Hulk. It just too much pressure.
It happened.
Yep.
He was trying to hold it in.
Tried to be David Banner. No, don't make me angry.
We used to have our writing sessions. Mike was busy because he'd be like doing like this. Everybody from my culture used to have the bucket hat.
Oh man,
bucket hats. And you see him going like that, you know he was cooking.
Oh, that's great.
I wish he was there for it. He knows he gave.
Need for you.
But it still doesn't know.
He's here.
You got to do that when you're here.
I am. Don't worry.
That's
Kevin definitely is going to do that.
That's hilarious.
You see that going on? I was like, oh, it's gonna be a problem.
Hey, y'all, Mike be coming with the lingo. Oh my goodness!
Never like this. It can't miss because the Holy Spirit hits like a missile. Listen to the words taken from James' epistle. That's him. I still remember his rhyme in my head. That's his verse.
I get electric like a household appliance. I'm like, who thinks like that? But that's my dude, man.
Yeah, man.
Mike Precise. Shout out to Mike, man. We love you, brother.
Shout out to Mike, man.
All right, family, listen. You already know we could be here till the morning easy, and it'd be normal. But we appreciate y'all for hanging with us. Definitely come next week. We got some more good stuff, some more topics. Definitely tell a friend about us. And like Rakim says, it ain't where you're from, it's where you're at. So always keep it at the center. We love y'all. Please be safe. God bless y'all. We'll see y'all next week.
Don't leave.
They used to jam in the center.